Okay, 7 strikes. You know, when I was growing up, there was this classic game, guessing game, Hangman. I never liked the imagery of that at all, and so for this, I've renamed it 7 strikes. And the idea is fairly simple. It works by, as you can read, you write the number of blanks representing the phonetic symbols of a word on the screen or on the board, on the screen, and students either through the chat if you're doing it remotely, or on the board if you're in person, write the phonetic symbol, and if that is part of the word, then you write it on the blank, and if it's not, you can write it underneath. And if the group gets it correct, then you give them a chance to guess at the word, and if they get it right, they win. If not, then it's the other team's chance to go up and write a phonetic symbol. You can also do this, instead of having teams, you can do it without teams and just have the class do it collectively. And then the challenge is, as a class, to try to guess the word before the 7 strikes have been used up. And that way it's purely collaborative and there's no competition at all. And this is, of course, a great way to reinforce vocabulary that you've been working on before. In fact, that's what I recommend. I don't recommend pulling words at random, because then it will seem, less connected to whatever you're doing outside of this pronunciation module. And this is a great, takes maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes per word. And so it's awesome to do right at the beginning of class. It's a quick hitting activity, pun intended. And this particular exercise has been, the slide has been taken from the teacher's guide of the American English pronunciation card, and which is a free download. So if you go to our website at prolingualearning.com and you click on community resources and find American English pronunciation card, you can have the teacher's guide with this activity and many others on your hard drive by the time we go to the next slide, actually. Okay, so another kind of game or activity that lends itself really well to pronunciation in the IPA are different kinds of classification games or classification activities. In this case, I focused on grammatical endings, ED endings specifically, but you can classify anything. You can do the consonants or vowel sounds. You can do place of articulation or manner. You can go crazy with just about any of these areas of the IPA and how we produce these sounds. And in this case, I would give students maybe what you see here, except with more words, as a worksheet on a piece of paper or on the board, and then divide students into pairs or maybe groups of 3 or 4, and together they work out the classifications. I think it's really important that this is not an individual activity. This is a pair or group activity, which forces students to articulate these sounds, to negotiate them with their peers, and to really take the learning and the teaching from specifically a teacher place into the student realm. And I think that's how students prefer to learn anyway when it's possible.